Hello and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Action Toon
Brothers.
Bros. I am your host, the CEO of today's, the CFO, I should say, Ben Sturgeon, and with me I've got the owner and the co-star for this time, Matthew
Hell
Lewis.
yeah.
Yeah, what episode is this again?
This
I
is
never know the
79.
79. Wow, we're almost hitting the big 8-0, huh?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, unlike previous like what we said previously when we recorded, I forget if it was Fillmore or something, we did not actually do the thing we said we were going to, where we were going to recommend something for each other.
Oh, yeah.
So, oops.
We can always do
But
that, start that now or whenever.
yeah, we could start that now. But today is going to be a little bit of a longer one because we are nearing this is like the episode. This is the last season 2 episode for
The
Metalocalypse.
season 2 finale.
And whoo boy, is this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, but also relevant to the podcast, and you know how I always love to date these episodes extremely thematically relevant. This episode's probably not going to air for multiple months after this has happened, but we do have to shout out that the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, just passed away 2 days ago.
Few days ago, yeah.
Yeah. 2 days ago as of for this recording, but like yes, as this episode's not going to release for like several months, so just shouting out that we're recording this in the wake of that. Absolutely wonderful musician.
If I remember correctly, it's actually like 4 days ago from now, but
because
it was definitely in the middle of the week. It was not on Friday.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, we have soon
either
enough.
Way, either way, it was very recent. It hasn't even been a week.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne, absolute legend. R.I.P.
Awesome man, yeah, that kind of blindsided me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was checking the weather on my computer, and you know that fucking whatever thing to check your weather, it like pops up and it has all these different news things. First one that pops up, died at 70, I think he was like 76 or 77, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but he's an amazing dude.
Yeah, he is. He was, but yeah, and he had gone through a lot in his life.
Oh yeah,
he had gone through so much rehab, so much bullshit. Like, he did some bad things, he made up for the bad things, he did some rehab. He was a mess, but my god, am I happy that I got to know any of his music whatsoever.
Oh yeah. Other business, have you listened to any new albums or anything like that in the recent times?
New albums?
Not recent, I mean like an album you haven't heard before in terms of metal.
Yes, actually. Not only that, but I actually have bought a physical CD and a physical vinyl of Death's Symbiotic album.
Is the band's name Death
I literally
Symbiotic?
No. The band's name is Death.
Okay.
And the album name is Symbiotic.
Okay.
But yeah, I only got it, I only got it for one song, but you know me, if I'm familiar with the band, I'm not gonna just listen to that one song if I buy a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna listen to all of that, but they're definitely, I think this album was like mid-90s, I want to say. They're one of the ones that have been lasting for a while, and apparently I think they're still going.
Nice. Yeah, what was the song? You gotta shout it out.
I won't shout it out until the next Metalocalypse episode.
Oh, are they relevant then?
Oh, there's gonna be a relevance, yes.
Okay. I've listened to a couple of albums. They're gonna be relevant to the episodes that we listen to, but the main one that I went out of my way, I was like, oh yeah, wait, I've never listened to this person's music actually. Of course, I'm talking about Scaramanga himself, a.k.a. Saruman, a.k.a. Dracula, a.k.a. Count Dooku, Christopher Lee.
You actually listened to his metal album.
Hell yeah. I listened
Fuck
to,
yeah, dude.
well, specifically I listened to the Charlemagne, The Omens of Death. It's a kind of like a metal opera thing that he did, kind of. It's like a telling of the story of the play Charlemagne, but like through his music, along with Judas Priest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Of all the ones for you to go out of your way and actually shout out, you probably picked one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
The song "Massacre of the Saxons" was that was the most popular one. Of course, that was the one I liked the most. But yeah, it was very very cool ass album with his crazy giant King garb he's wearing in it. His awesome ass voice.
It's so amazing. Like, people, they talk about Sir Christopher Lee, may that man rest in peace, and they're always like, okay, can you shut up out there, please? Sorry. The moment I start talking about this, freaking sirens going off.
Of course.
But like, everyone's like, Saruman, Count Dooku. If you want to go even more obscure, the main antagonist in The Last Unicorn. Just Dracula, even in the Hammer Dracula. But no one ever stops to consider that during the last years of his life, he actually made a metal album.
Yeah, he's fucking fantastic.
A few, if I remember, a few actually.
Yeah, he's done a couple of them. This one was just like the one that I saw was like one of the most popular ones. So I decided to pull that one up and listen to all the songs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Like, I'm like, you know what? I'll listen to it. Like, I was much younger, obviously, but I was like, oh, you know what? Fine, I'll listen to it. See ya. And holy shit!
Yeah, the album came out in 2013, so yeah, about 12 years ago.
Something like that, yeah. But I listened to it a little later. Like, I think mine was like 18, 19, I want to say, like 2018, 2019. But when I listened to it, it was like, holy shit! Like, my mind was like expanded even further because that man. Oh my god, he did such a fantastic job.
His absolutely crazy ass awesome voice and his crazy ass history. One of the bits I was talking about is when he was doing Saruman, he was talking to Peter Jackson. He was like, okay, and Peter Jackson was like, okay, so the dude's gonna stab you in the back, worm tongue, and then you're gonna scream and fall. And he's like, no, that's not what a person sounds like when they're stabbed. And he was just like, what? He's like, I fought in World War II as a secret agent. When a person gets stabbed in the back, they kind of just gasp and they're dead. And then Peter Jackson's like, okay, like, yeah, I'll take your word for it, dude.
Yeah, even Peter was like, dude, I don't understand why he. And I'm just like, because the man wants this to be done right. That's why he told you this. He doesn't want to do like the dramatic scream like everyone in fucking Hollywood does. No, he wanted it accurate as it could in Middle Earth,
Yeah, and also, I think he was related to Tolkien, possibly, which is cool that he eventually played Saruman. But the other person that they're related to that's very famous, I already mentioned Scaramanga he played, Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, supposedly based James Bond off of his cousin Christopher Lee's tales of as like an agent during World War II.
That's actually cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're actually cousins. All of those amazing ass dudes.
That's actually really fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
But hey, dude, you know what? You know who else I like listening to sometimes?
Whom?
Snakes and Barrels.
Snakes and Barrels fucking rules.
Yeah. Well, they did. Did you happen what happened recently?
No, what happened? They get back together again or something?
Well,
the totally awesome
something like that.
Liquid Snakes situation.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, anyway, you know what? Rather than just you and I talk about it.
Also, I was gonna say we really didn't figure out how we're gonna number these episodes because they're like very bizarrely numbered depending on what format you watch them in. So I'll leave the number.
No. We can still.
I'll leave it to you.
I mean, it's still like episodes 16 and 17, but this one was actually released as a two-parter.
Yeah.
So for you, our lovely audience, right now we're gonna just go straight into episodes both 16 and 17 of Metalocalypse Season 2. Snakes and Barrels 2. Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So, we start off with Where Are They Now? Where we find out where we find out that Snakes and Barrels has reformed after the whole totally awesome sweet Alabama liquid snake incident.
Yeah.
But they you have everyone who was in the band except instead of the usual frontman and lead singer Pickles, we get this guy called
Ricky
Ricky
Kicks.
Kicks,
Yeah, he'll kick your ass into sobriety.
He'll kick your ass with your sobriety. That's right. Apparently, when Snakes and Barrels, not Pickles, went to found like this Ricky Kicks found them and started sobering them up. And now they're completely and utterly sober to the point where they're going to be performing at the Sobertown, USA No Drugs Allowed Sober Rock and Roll Show, featuring Ricky Kicks and the what was it? The Ricky Kicks. I forget what the fucking rehab center is called,
yeah.
But like.
And also hosted by
way,
the OG himself.
Yeah, who's it hosted by?
Leonard Rockstein, formerly known as Dr. Rocks of the Rock and Roll Clown.
Yeah, and as they're seeing and as we're watching this, we see the band watching this, and of course, Pickles throws a bottle at him.
He says, "Sobriety is the
screen.
future of rock and roll," and then Pickles throws the bottle, and then we actually get the full.
No, this is what what I think is hilarious is. This is where the intro card comes in, and we're getting like almost the full bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
The moment we get the Pickles, it cuts right back into the episode of Pickles in Charles's office, literally throwing a tantrum, like being extremely pissed the fuck
How could
off.
you do that? You can't kick me out of the band. And he's like, well, technically,
and of course, Charles is like, dude. Okay, first off, I wasn't there to help you with this one, and also, you don't own the name of Snakes and Barrels. And as Pickles is going on his rant, he's breaking his good lamps, and even Charles is like, can you, like, not break these ones? Go over there. Points to the other end of his office. But go break those lamps. They're from IKEA. And
he says that the band Snakes and Barrels existed before Pickles, so Pickles has no say in what they do.
Right, yeah. And so Pickles is like, I need to talk to them, make sure they don't get sober. And that's when Charles reveals that Snakes and Barrels also has a restraining order on him.
Yep.
And as all of this is going out, Toki walks in. He's like, what the hell is going on? What are we, like, why are you breaking lamps without me? What, are you having a meeting about lamps? And, Toki just joins in on breaking lamps for some reason. And Charles is like, look, I'm kind of in a meeting here, so if you could. And then Murderface walks in. He's like, okay, hold on a second. I need to talk to you. And Charles is like, stop, please. I'm in a meeting right now with, what, a meeting about lamps? And then it's like, now, and I hate the fact that you keep pushing me to the side. You can't just keep pushing me, putting me on the back burner or anything. Pretty much Murderface is like, who owns the name Planet Piss? And Charles is like, well, did you register the name on it? You might want to do that. He's like, okay, we'll do it next time. Just this whole long, Metalocalypse.
He says like he wants to register the name because he can't make T-shirts or merch or anything like that. And he's like, okay, register to get online. And of course, in the background, Toki and Pickles are just continuing to break lamps. And at one point, a clocketeer comes in and says, like, here are some more lamps reserves. And then he's like, starts taking them and breaking them over. And
then of course, Nathan and Squizgar walk in as well as all of this madness is happening. And Nathan's just like, wait a minute, who owns Death Clock? And Charles is like, okay, this one should be easy for you. All of you own it. It's your band. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. That's good. Pickles just interrupts, being like, dude, shut the fuck up, everyone. I need to know where these guys are. And then the band's just like, wait, you mean where are they now? That's a TV show. No. Like, where are they now? Wait, like, where are they now? Yeah, like, where are they now? That's also a TV show. And then Charles is like, guys. They're in LA.
We also
they're in LA.
When Squizgar and Nathan come in and they're like, hey, you guys, why were we invited to the lamp meeting? When they walk into the scene.
But after all of that shenaniganery,
the Tribunal are reviewing the Totally Sweet Alabama Liquid Snake episode. And then, of course, they have, once again, back again, Dr. Amamalith Chesterfield, who's talking about
Yep.
the drugs can make them, it turns them into blank slates. And so the first person they encountered, Ricky Kicks, was able to influence them and tell them what to do. Then we cut
But now,
to,
the other thing about totally awesome, sweet Alabama Liquid Snake is even though they were not able to control them, and even though Pickles was like rendered immune to it, it has a very long-term effect on the body. Any stimulant can cause blue snake-like phosphorus to come out of their body, and a whole lot of bullshit can happen.
Yeah.
Like, it is bad side
out of every orifice due to the fat in their blood cells. And they're like, wait, every orifice? And he's like, every orifice?
Yeah, it's like, now what kind of things? Anything, literally, like bright lights, loud sounds, pyrotechs. Let's just hope I'm wrong, gentlemen. Let's hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, and then we get back
to the band traveling to LA.
USA, no drugs allowed, sober rock and roll show hosted by Leonard Rockstein could be a disaster, Chesterfield says.
Right, but then we cut back to the band where
we cut to
Murderface is asleep.
We cut to Rockstein first at the rehab center.
Oh yeah, no. You're right. Because that's when he like has his fucking like.
He's like kind of like other smaller rehab center, like a tiny little one, like in the inner city. And he's just like, yeah, I had to kill that part of myself. That evil clown who made me do all those horrible things. That damn clown loved
like,
doing
get
drugs.
out!
Oh,
Get out, clown! Get out! By the way, I've been sober for 2 months. Thank you. And then
he
like
says, I'm going to be an IT tech. Thank you. The clown loved hoiting my friends and stealing. I don't mind. I don't want to hoit my friends. He's just like being
hoit my friends. But yeah, and of course Ricky's like, cheer for this man. He's been through a lot. Now, you guys are going to be tempted with drugs and alcohol at the Sobertown USA No Drugs Allowed Sober Rock and Roll show hosted by fucking Rockstein. but you will stand strong. You will be able to. Now pass the fucking plate around. Like, I'm like, so what, is this a cult or something?
Yeah. The band is traveling cross country.
Yep, cross country. And as Murderface is sound asleep, Nathan Squizgar and Toki is literally on the laptop, and he is registering every single internet domain for, and I quote, Planet Piss.
Hell yeah. Back at the main rehab building, the concert is completely sold out. And Ricky Kiss is like, yeah, time to celebrate. He's like, oh, no, I can't. Oh, and then he's talking to a PA, and he's just like, do you know what sobriety is? It's a constant hell. The only reason I'm sober, he goes on this huge, long rant about why he's sober, because his liver is absolutely destroyed. The cops make him take random drug tests. And so the reason he's doing all of this and ruining all these people's lives is because if he can't be happy, then no one can. And then the intern's like, wow, you're doing somewhat good, sir. And he's like, why'd you tell me all this? He's like, because you're never going to tell anybody. And then he begins to strangle the guy.
Literally strangles the guy to death.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, you're going to shut up. And then, then we actually get the band to LA. And, everyone's like, wow, what the fuck is LA? And Pickles is like, dude, this is like the home of rock and roll. Here, let me show you.
They visit Dr. Thong's Honey Pits, the Thirsty Dolphin,
yeah, right.
Rainbow Cocaine, House of Blues, which is like the only real one I think is the House of Blues.
Right, yeah, but like goes through so many things, like different different fucking rockers who like died and OD'd and stuff like that.
Did you get any of them down?
No, I did not. I just remember. The only one I remember is the story of the last guy they talked about, but not his name.
Firstly, Murderface mocks glam rock. I thought glam rock was a bunch of people in, makeup and leather pants and just, being like real pussies. And he's like, no, man, it's all kinds of stuff. Then, of course, he got tons of hot girls. And he says, hey, you see that building over there? Jimmy Razzle of the band Razzlesticks, he died in that alley over there. And you see Andy Smacks did angel dust, shot cops, beat up fought a prize fighter and won, and then jumped off a building and lived.
That's the one I remember.
And
that's
then,
the one. Well, no,
That's
like that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one was ridiculous.
Susie Fats and the Razor Clan, they practiced over in that dumpster over there. And he's like, wow, hot sluts living in garbage. Murderface says, and he's like, yep. And of course, Frankie Switchblade was a Super Destroyer. Wait, no, the band Frankie Switchblade of the band Super Destroyer Fuck Machine was blowing a guy in an alley, and that guy was me, Pickles.
and everyone's just like, "Whoa, Pickles!" And Pickles is like, "Nah, I'm kidding, but that's the kind of crazy shit you get here in LA."
The man says, "Wow, LA sucks." And like, yeah, everyone here is an absolute piece of shit. Like, everyone here sucks, and all the TV networks suck.
Yeah, and even Pickles was like, yeah, if you didn't get an STD or you didn't OD on something, you really didn't have a name here in LA.
Yeah, I was like,
everyone really just fucking sucks here.
Yeah, I know, everyone's so stupid. Yeah, all the TV networks, everyone here is really stupid. Like, the man just like was shouting out Cartoon Network and making fun of Adult Swim. It's very funny. But
right, but at the same time, like everyone is talking about like because they're at like some kind of roof party or whatever, and they're all like, "Dude, being sober sucks." And also
you know, into the show,
Pickles is still like, Pickles is still like, I gotta talk to them, make sure that none of this happens. And Toki's like, "What are you talking about? Sober's peoples are peoples too.
Yeah,
I will go and help you, but I will go with you, but I will not help you." And thus, we get to the Sobertown, USA, no drugs allowed, sober rock and roll show.
Yeah, Murderface almost immediately fucking spills soda on his pants, looked like he pissed himself. And everyone's like, "Hey, what the hell, Murderface?"
Yeah.
The
so he's got to go. So he's got to go and clean his pants.
Yeah, we see a scene of the concert security kicking a guy out. Like while the band's trying to sneak in, they see a guy and he's like, "Yeah, this guy came in. He has coke, heroin, cherry pie with pot in it. Get the hell out of here!" And they throw him out of the concert. I mean, no one can sneak any drugs.
And I like how the bouncer's just like, "I will put this in the back room and wait to destroy it later."
Yeah,
I'm like, well, that's not gonna kick your ass in the end, huh?
Yeah. At the concert, we see Rockstein start the show, and Toki's like, "Oh yeah, you did it, Dr. Roxa." He's like proud of him, and while he's like talking about starting the show, yeah.
Yep, we see that Rockstein is like trying to be normal, but in the offset and all around him, that little devil on his shoulder, known as Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown, is pestering him constantly, like, "Oh, I know you want that sweet stuff. Yeah,
yeah, all these like little floating heads like floating around. He's like, "Oh, get away from me!" Oh, he's like freaking out and screaming.
A tiny little dancing Roxo with like a fucking Dr. Roxo with the hat, looking like a green fucking sperm and shit like that.
Yeah, just all these crazy.
And Ricky's like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Just announce the first band." He's just like, and it kind of snaps him out of it. It's like, yeah. Who was the first band?
Manhattan Sidewinder.
Yeah, Manhattan Sidewinder. Thank you, I'm okay. They start performing, and Toki's just like, and Nathan and Squizzer are like, "Hey, we should probably get drunk off our fucking asses."
Yeah, this band sucks.
Let's get wasted. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna support all this. As Toki is sitting here, an obnoxious like dude bro fan is like
a straight edge fan,
really just laying it on thick with this, like, "Whoa, look who it is!" Whoa! And Toki's getting uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Pickles tries to get into the back and is just like, "Hey, dude, let me go in." He's like, "No, you can't. Not without a pass, fella. You want $10,000? Cool, go in the back."
Yep.
And then, as all this is happening, like the Squizgar and Nathan go to the fucking drink thing, and they're like, "Yeah, 2 vodkas."
Oh, wait, but before that, we get the scene of him talking to Snakes and Barrels in the room first.
Oh yeah, and he's just like, "Guys, what'd you do? You guys are like sober up now." And they're like, "Yeah, we were in a rough spot, but he kind of just came up to us and it just kind of happened."
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, saving money and everything like that, and actually, being able to wake up, being healthier.
We cut back to Toki
cool.
being screamed at by the straight edge bro again, and then cut back to the actual Snakes and Barrels saying like, "Yeah, it's pretty great being sober actually." And then Ricky Kicks comes in and is like, "Pickles, what the hell are you doing back here? We have a restraining order." And then the guard starts to toss him out. He's like, "What the hell? Didn't he give you $10,000?" He's just like getting tossed out by the guy.
No. And then we cut to Nathan and Squizguard trying to get
before that,
alcohol.
another quick scene. We see Roxo finding the confiscated drugs, and then it cuts back to the Nathan and Squizguard bit.
And they're just like, yeah, we need 2 vodkas. And these guys are like, no, that's not how this works. How about you try some water with some cucumber in it?
Some mountain
water.
You feeling
zazzy? We get like something applesauce drink or whatever.
You feeling zazzy? How about some sparkling cherry apple seltzer? And like, oh, you guys like, hey, big guy, Tonto, you like margaritas, right? And he's like, well, how about some lemonade?
And then one of my favorite Nathan moments is just like, hey guys, can you like come here for a second? Yeah, that a little closer. I gotta take you guys a little closer. Yeah, you guys go. Literally bashes one guy's head to the counter, slaps the shit out of both of them, and he's just like, don't you dare fuck with me and my alcohol, alright? And then as all this bullshit's happening, Toki is like getting even more like perturbed and annoyed with the loud fan. And then, if I remember correctly, this is when Snakes and Barrels actually goes to perform.
Oh wait, no, Murderface is going to change his pants because remember, like, he spilled soda on his pants. He's like, I might as well check my MySpace page while I'm here. and then Charles,
like a Charles floating head, is like, you should register Planet Piss. He's like, oh yeah, I should register Planet Piss. Goes to register Planet Piss. Every single domain is taken. He's like, what the fuck? Clicks on one of it, and you see like weird fucking gross ass pictures
Photoshop,
Photoshop
pictures,
like Murderface things. He's like, what's going on here? Who has this? Clicks, sees it's Toki Wartooth. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Starts walking in, and then now this is when the
concert starts.
Yeah, the concert starts, and as Snakes and Barrels is performing, well, guess what happens? Remember that stimulant that totally awesome Sweet Alabama Liquid Snake does? Well, it happens.
Yep, it triggers, and the electric snakes start shooting out all throughout the audience.
Yep, killing a lot of people in the audience, and at this point, the fan is getting really crazy, and Toki just, alright, that's it, I'm gonna fucking kill you, literally starts blind seeing red rage, beating the shit out of this guy. Even Nathan and Squizgar are looking like, what the fuck is going on? More like weird ass, like fucking like dead babies and weird rabbits and shit, like hallucinations going on. And as Murderface is walking in, like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna seize Toki, murdering the shit out of this guy with his bare hands. And even Murderface is just like shocked. Toki turns around, and what the fuck do you want?
Nothing.
Hey guy,
nothing, man.
Sup, bro? Yeah. And then as all of this is happening, Dr. Roxo caves in, snorts a bunch of that coke, rips a fucking outfit off of a woman, and as the fucking Snakes and Barrels are like dead pretty much, and Ricky's like, no, my concert. We just get Dr. Roxo busting in with like half-assed makeup on his face with a fucking
it's cherry pie with pot in it. It's like that he's used for makeup.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm back, baby. The name's Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. And I do cocaine.
Hell yeah.
And thus, that, defeated the entire purpose and has destroyed all of the Sobertown USA No Drugs Allowed Sober Rock and Roll show. And that's where the both episodes end.
Yeah, the double episode ends. What a fun fucking
and like originally, this was released as a special. It was a 2-episode, half an hour long special, which is why that's the way we did this. And holy shit, Matt!
Yeah, fun episode. This is one of the episodes that sticks out the most in my mind. I think, one of the.
Oh, dude, episodes. It's batshit crazy through and through, man. But here's some knowledge drops for you. All right. So there's a shit ton of guest voices. All right. Like, for example, the lead guitarist of Arch Enemy, Michael Amott, he played some guy named Tony, and then we
I assumed it
got,
was probably the guard, maybe, or something.
I think so, yeah, I think you're right. Mike Patterson from Faith No More, he played Ricky Kicks.
Yeah, I have a lot of information on Mike Patton.
We've got Steve Smith and Werrell Dane, both from Nevermore, who played as Snaz and Candy Nose.
Oh yeah, did they
And
voice
it's
them in
like,
the original episodes?
I think Snaz and Candy Nose, weren't they
Snaz
members
bullets.
of Snakes and Barrels?
Yeah, I'm saying were they in the original Snakes and Barrels episode?
I think they might have. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to look that up.
Okay.
And thank you so much again, Fire Truck. But yeah, like, holy shit, they got a lot for these 2 episodes. They got a shit ton
Hell yeah.
of like big names and stuff. But you said you have some info on Mike Patton.
Yeah. Obviously, he was been in a fucking shit ton of bands. One of the most famous ones, Faith No More. Also in the Dillinger Escape Plan and Dead Cross. He's done a shit ton of music for like movies and shit, like Crank High Voltage, a fucking incredibly awesome ass movie. I Am Legend. He also voiced the. Did you play the what was it called? The Darkness games, the ones based off that comic series. I think the guy with the black, like long black hair.
Darkness or the Darkness Within?
That's a sequel to it.
No. I'm asking you. Like, was it called just The Darkness, or was it?
I believe it was called The Darkness is the first game, and maybe The Darkness Within is the second, possibly. I'm not sure.
Well, no, because The Darkness Within is I have like 2 of those games. I've literally called The Darkness Within.
I don't know. I feel like it's just called The Darkness.
Anyway,
he was the lead in the one with the guy with the long black hair and those 2 like tentacle monster, venom looking thing, shadow monsters he has. Is that The Darkness Within or the other one?
Can't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, he's been in a ton of those bands. He's also, what was it, Anger Sphere? Oh, in Portal, he voiced the Angry Sphere in Portal 2 or Portal 1, I'm not sure. He also voiced the Protag in Bionic Commando 2008, which is very funny.
Damn.
Yeah, but also like his the Faith No More song Epic is like a huge part of my fucking Guitar Hero Rock Band gameplay days. That song is like fucking everywhere. You know that song, right?
Yeah, I believe I know the one you're talking about, but it's been an age since I've played any Rock Band or games like that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a huge musician and actor. I saw like randomly on my fucking Reddit timeline out of nowhere, I saw a video of a Dillinger Escape Plan concert. And it was like, of course, like it's a fucking metal concert. And it was a mosh pit. There was like a little girl, probably like maybe 9 or 10, and she was wearing a shirt that said "Meet me in the mosh pit," and she was like, shoving the giant fucking huge metal fans around. It was very, very funny. But yeah,
that's amazing. That's fucking awesome, dude.
But yeah, in this episode, oh yeah, go ahead. What's your on? Where you on?
Well, yeah, finish your thought, dude.
I was gonna say, Mike Patton. This episode's about his rivalry or his hate for pickles. In real life, he actually did have a feud with Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
Yeah, because I believe either Mike Patton or one of the Chili Peppers members was replaced by Mike Patton at one point for a bit, and Anthony Kiedis was like, I think maybe either or when he was in Faith No More, possibly. Anthony Kiedis accused him of copying his style or copying his voice, something like that, and this is after they had collabed together on multiple other projects, and so for years they absolutely hated each other and shit talked each other whenever they were in public and just completely didn't talk and stuff like that. I believe it eventually did resolve, but it's just funny that it's a weird little mirror to the pickle situation in this.
I mean, that could very well be. I'm not sure if that's actually why or anything, but
no, yeah. Just that's another feud with this girl with this huge singer. It's funny.
So, Matt.
Yeah.
Let's get weird with this, all right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know any band whatsoever that got torn apart by drugs or alcohol or anything like that? Like any big thing like that?
Off the top of my head, not really. I mean, there's a shit ton of bands from the 80s and stuff. The drug ODing thing wasn't really. I guess what's called what smells like Teen Spirit. Fucking dude who shotgunned himself or
Van Halen?
No.
Kurt Cobain?
Kurt Cobain, that's it. Yeah, Kurt Cobain, I guess.
Oh, wait, no, I said the name and then I said the guy you're talking about.
Van Halen's a different band, isn't it?
No, I think Van Halen was the one
No,
that
Van Halen's
did.
like a different,
So it
completely
was like
different band, right? Yeah, Van
it.
Halen's like an 80s rock band. That's definitely not what I already forgot his fucking name again. Kurt Cobain was part
Am
of.
I? I'm gonna look this up, but I swear it is Van Halen that
Nirvana
did
is
"Smells Like
Kurt.
Teen Spirit."
Nirvana is
No,
Kurt Cobain's band.
nope, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. I'm about to
Hey,
say
hi guys.
definitely
I'm
not.
I'm a I'm a fa- I'm a fake metal fan. I'm a fake Nirvana Van Halen
It's not
fan.
metal
Thank
though,
you.
so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake fan. It's fine. It's not fine, but it is. Wow, I can't believe I fucked that one
I
up.
can't believe motherfucker you called
Oh,
grunge metal. That pissed off a lot of people.
oh my God. Wow. Anyway, yeah, Nirvana is who I meant to say. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Most of the people I know like the drug thing was like maybe a thing of like more of the early '90s and '80s than it was like the aughts and shit when I was listening to most of my music. I can't think of much like bands that were actually broken up by that.
well, I don't know about broken up bands or anything like that, but I can tell you, I can tell you a metal band that got that had a member who was really really bad with the whole drugs and everything like that, but got better.
Whom?
Points at Ozzy
Yeah, I
Osbourne.
know. I figured.
I'm still not over that man, but I kind of am. But fortunately, I was really glad to just like get all of his like non-live albums on a fucking Spotify playlist.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna need to listen to this eventually, and then like a year later, after I made that, he fucking passes away. I'm like, God damn it, dude. You know another like celebrity metal man that like that died that really hurt that hit me hard.
Who's?
Fucking Lemmy from
Oh yeah.
Motorhead.
Yeah. Absolutely. I remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I remember. He did a shit ton of like video game stuff, and a video game podcast I was following was talking about it a bunch. It was like around winter, wasn't it? It was like maybe December or January or something like that when he passed.
Something like that. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because it was like obviously probably like 10 years ago or so, but yeah, they were talking about that on the podcast a bunch, like all the music that he did, and I was like, yeah, what a huge horrible thing. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Dude, oh my God. Like, actually, my biggest thing that surprised the hell out of me. So I was watching my brother play a video game starring Jack Black.
Of
That was all
course.
about metal. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, but for the viewers at home, because I don't know how many of them play like older games or anything. It was called Brutal Legend,
Of course.
and they didn't just get like Jack Black in it. They got like a whole bunch of like metal performers there. Like Ozzy Osbourne was a voice, and one of the bigger names, like fucking Lemmy, he was in it, and I'm just like, dude, you can't be serious. And my brother's like, look at the character, listen to him talk. I'm like, shit, you're right.
Yeah, a very, very divisive game, I know, because the whole like meme or whatever around it was that everyone got it thinking it was going to be like an action game or a character action game, but it is actually a fucking RTS. And so many people had no goddamn clue when they bought that, and they were like pissed off when they found out. But yeah,
It looks fun enough.
it looks fun enough, and the people who played it liked it. But it was just like at the time of its release, way back in probably like fucking 2005 or whatever. It was like like deeply controversial, and like everyone was pissed off that they didn't know it was an RTS. But yeah, I knew Brutal Legend is one of the main things I've been seeing around because of the Ozzy situation. Yeah, a lot of people have been bringing up Brutal Legend. Yeah.
I bet they have, dude. I bet that's one of the many things they brought up. Um, but yeah, like holy shit, this was for a way to start the episode. This is how we started it off. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a very, very fun, big episode.
But now we're actually going to get to some important episodes to the entirety of Metalocalypse.
Yeah, the actual overarching plot
And,
needs to continue at some point.
Yeah, like actual like plot episodes. Like this next one, episode 18 of season 2 of Metalocalypse. Death Record.
Is it Death Record or Death Record?
It's record because at the beginning of this whole thing, we get a bunch of news talking about how there's a bunch of terrorists like threatening to blow up a massive atomic bomb if Death Clock doesn't announce a new album soon. And I mean, they're rushing to get this thing done. And
So 60
as
days
they're
left.
yeah, they got 60 days left, and they're hoping that they get this album out on time because they had a deadline. And then we cut to the band with 60 days left, and you get fucking Pickles recording his his drums and stuff, and Nubbler's just like, okay, hold on, we gotta buzz, we gotta do this again. And Pickles is tired. He's been working like a dog, and after he's done recording, it's just like, nope, we gotta do this again. It didn't record right. There's a buzz in it, so we're gonna have to do it again. And as Pickles is starting, Nathan interrupts him with like, hey, something's off, and Pickles is like, hey, I have an idea. Maybe I will smash your fucking face. And he's like, yeah, no, that's it right there. Maybe you should. And as they're talking, you see like a chef bringing them fucking French toast, and like all the other band members are lounging about. And wait a minute. Are you guys eating French toast? No, we're not. You just, you got to get this through. And by the way, yeah, it's actually French toast.
Yeah, Nathan says like, how about you try playing better? And he's just like, I'll kill you.
Yeah, right. And as he's getting ready to start, Nubbler walks in. He's like, okay, look, I got microphone plays. And Pickles literally is just like, okay, Nubbler, listen here. If you don't get this one right, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's right. Your life is on the line right now. And fucking Nubbler's just like, Pickles, you're the only one being like this.
Yeah, nobody likes a complainer.
Being like this.
Nobody likes a complainer.
Nobody likes a complainer. He's like, get the fuck out of here. And then next we get is Squizgar.
Oh, that's the intro after that.
Oh yeah, thank you. It does cut to the intro, and then after the intro, we actually get Squizgar. It's Squizgar's turn, and as he's playing, there's like a fucking feedback buzz going on in the background, and Nubbler's like, all right, hold on a second, we got to figure this out. Why, like, there's that little buzz, and Squizgar's like, yeah, I know, so what's going on with it? He's like, okay, look, see your guitar handler over there? Give him the guitar. Squizgar hands him the guitar. It stops. Well, yeah, it stops when he has it. All right, now, touch it with your finger, okay? Squizgar touches it with finger. Feedback happens again.
Yep.
Literally puts it back on. Feedback some more. He's like, okay, jump in the air for me. Squizgar jumps, and as he's in the air, it stops, but when he lands, it actually does it again. And so Nubbler's like, okay, look, I know what this is. I know what's going on. It's like, yeah, well, you think I'm just fucking done? So I can? No. I have an idea.
This is when we cut to Nathan.
Cuts over to like
Nathan trying to write some rhymes. He's just like, murder, cheap herder, squirter. He's like just trying to like write lyrics for their songs, and then we get a package. Like, my lord, your package has arrived. He's like, a package from where? It says Camelot, and he says, "Oh, great! Now I can record." And then we see
outside of Mordhaus. Yeah, Murderface is talking with Toki, as you were saying.
Yep, about how they are being shut out of the recording process again, and they always do this kind of crap. It's like the others have writer's block, so they, but Toki, you have some ideas. We got to, they get to listen to us sometimes. You have some really good ideas, Ideas like taking it easy. He's like, wait, what was that? Yeah, taking it easy. And then
Toki mentions that there's no songs about taking it easy, and Murderface is like, oh my god, you're a genius.
Yep.
Cut to Nathan trying to record his song.
He's in a full suit of armor.
With a fucking Morning Star.
Yeah.
And as he's singing, you hear the clankety clank of the Morning Star, and Nubbler's like, okay, no. Nathan, can I talk to you out here for a second? Look, this is going great. We just need it to be less clanky, my dude. We need it to be like, I don't know, if you put down the mace or whatever, he's like, it's a Morning Star, and you know what I feel about that. Also, just consider my idea, okay? Putting the entire band in armor, yes. It's like, I don't
know about this.
I don't know if this is gonna work. All of a sudden, like, Squizgar walks in, he's like, hey, are we doing this or what?
Yeah. Or were they from my
recordings? And he's like, all right, let's go. It's like, wait, are you guys getting food? And Squizgar's like, no, we're not going out to get food. It's like, yeah, we're working on his recording thing. And here's the idea that he had. We are fucking, like, probably 40, 50,000 altitude.
Oh, I forgot. Well, he says, what are you doing? It's like, why are you doing whatever you're doing? Nathan asks him. He says, because I am a Toon chaser. And then Nathan says, it'd
Yeah.
be funny if he said a squirrel chaser.
And like he tries to be like, yeah, Pickles, remember? And Pickles is just fucking done right now. He's just like, yeah, I hurt. Um, but we're like 50,000 altitude, and Nubbler's like, all right, so you're already connected to the amp. You're gonna jump off and you're gonna record your thing, and then just remember when you peter out, when you even out, just don't forget to pull the cord, all right? And so Squizgar literally fucking skydives off, and he is fucking rocking it like the fucking metal god that he is. And we have like two of the Clocketeers, just one's holding the amp, falling with him, and the other one's just like, it's just like, this is beautiful. And of course, he does open up to like a Gibson parachute.
Yep.
And yeah, as all of that is going on,
Toki's in the recording booth.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, so this is the buttons that starts the recordings. This is the buttons that plays the recordings, and this is the buttons that deletes all of Squizgar's stuff that he's been doing.
All of Squizgar's tracks, and then he presses it to the no.
Literally presses it. He's like, oh no, what did I do? And he's like, oh no, what do I do? He starts trying to play Squizgar's part and is absolutely sucking at it.
Absolutely shittily. It's very, very funny.
He's like, oh no. So we get back, and Nubbler is sitting at the booth, and Squizgar's like, yeah, I feel like that's went really well. So play him back. Let's hear it. Starts hearing how horribly it sounds. He's like, hey, isolate me for a second. All of a sudden, like, if this... And they all look at Toki, and Toki's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... What are you talking about? And Nubbler's like, oh no, I forget what he says. He's like,
first, when the sound starts, Squizgar's like, what's the fuck is that sounds? And then Toki says, oh, don't kick me out of the bands. Oh, please don't kick me out of the bands. I'll suck your dicks. And then, like, Nubbler's like, I should have backed it up. He's like, yeah, you should have backed it up, you fucking jackass. And he's like, hey.
Yeah, and Nubbler literally is like, dude, you need to shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, we're going to have to do it again. And then we get
Charles
to...
tells the rest of the band that they do need to also listen to Toki and Murderface's song at one point.
Yeah, he's like, look, they're going to tell you about this song that's going on right now. And, all right, so even though it's going to suck, just please, by all means, just say something nice about it. And so we get like the three main band members and the other two, and like Murderface and Toki are like, hey, you got your coffee, everything's fine. Toki, offer them a hot towel. And they're like, guys, look, let's just get this over with, all right? And they're like, okay, just keep everything to yourself, you know? They're just going through this whole long thing about how everyone needs to... Murderface is getting pissy with everyone who's commenting on it before the song even starts.
Yeah, he's like, this song is just about taking it easy. Like, oh, and my Toki engineered it.
Yeah, Toki engineered it. And then when they start playing it, it sounds like... it doesn't sound very Dethclocky, but it sounds pretty,
unique.
You know?
Yeah, it sounds very unique. But the music video has a bunch of, like, crazy, weird, random stuff, like a president with, like, a nuclear bomb button, but also another button that says, taking it easy, that blows up the White House. A bunch of random scenes of, like animals, but then also, like, monsters-looking shit. It's just a whole bunch of crazy flashing images.
And then, of course, Nathan's like, wow, that's good. And everyone's like, yeah, that's great.
Sounds great.
Cool, so we're going to put it on the album, right? No.
No,
we are not. And it's like, why not? And then, of course, fucking Squizgar's like, dude, it doesn't sound like Dethclocks.
Yeah, and then of course, fuck you guys, fuck you all, and the Pickle, fuck you Pickles, fuck you guys, and then he says, okay, well, and Pickles starts recording, like, Pickles, are you recording me with your phone?
He's like, oh, I'm sorry, here, I'll put my phone away. And then, of course, Murderface's like, fine, I'm gonna put it for Planet Piss, and Toki's like, wait, so I'm in Planet Piss now? And Murderface is like, no, fuck you, greedy, pompous bastard. And Toki's like, alright, that does it. Gets the hot towels, and Murderface is like, dude, Don't throw hot towels at me. Why not?
Because those are
They're
really
hot.
hot. Yeah. And then we finally get a
Oh,
montage of the band beginning to finally seriously work on their recordings. As we get a huge thing of the planets aligning, and we also get Salacious.
yeah, Salacia just like sitting there, like watching just ominously. And after 2 months, a TV reporter is out in front of Mordhouse with millions of like Dethklok fans, and he's like, "We have all gathered outside of Mordhouse, waiting for the smokes in the chimney to go from white to black, meaning that the new album is complete." And as the episode ends, the smoke rising goes from white, and it actually turns black.
Hell yeah, they are finally finishing the record.
And that is the end of that.
Hell yeah. Well, fun
Whew,
episode.
boy. I like how it's pretty much like the Vatican and the Cardinals, just like,
Yeah, another thing that was
hey,
pretty recent too.
yeah, right,
That
topical. It's like, only in this case, it's like, it's not a new pope, it's just a new album from, at this point, it's still stated that they're the 12th like economic power in the world.
Economy, yeah. Yeah, fun episode of the recording segments for Pickles and for Squizgar were both like really fucking fantastic. Just hearing their parts soloed was very, very fucking funny.
Right, yeah. And just, oh my gosh.
So, do you have anything to mid-episode to talk about?
Have you ever, like, was there ever like an album? It doesn't have to be metal, but was there ever like an album from a band that you really liked that you were just waiting and waiting for so long to get like something new from them, and then it finally happened?
No, I don't really follow specific bands that closely. Whenever a band that I do like has a new album, I'm not really quick to check it out immediately either.
Wow, really?
Yeah. No, I listen to music very sparingly, and I also listen to random shit. And I'm also hitting my old man phase, where I only listen to like shitty Spotify playlists of songs from the aughts when I was a kid. They're like, oh, what's this weird playlist of songs from 2004 to 2008 back in my high school days? Let me listen to that album. Oh, I remember this dumbass song coming on the radio when I was being driven around and shit. But I've never, I like most of the modern people I follow, the newer people who are still making music. Yeah, I'll listen to their stuff if I come across it, but I don't like anticipate albums very much. I never really follow them that closely. What about on your end?
Just wow, dude, what a sad life. I mean,
I'm too busy with audiobooks and hey, if actually I'll say a closer version of it, audiobooks. I follow a shit ton of authors on Audible, and the second that they have a new fucking book, I will buy like 5 credits on Audible and immediately fucking purchase that shit to listen to like immediately. Or we were talking about it before the recording, One Piece. Now that I'm up to date, or a couple of other mangas I follow, like Overlord, or just like other anime stuff like that, like, and the audiobooks for Overlord as well. The moment they're up, I fucking purchase them, and I'll listen to a full ass, large ass novel in like 2 sittings because I fucking love them so much. Yeah, just not with music very much.
So surprisingly enough, the most recent one, I'll do my most recent one.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, the one I had been anticipating for years, like to the point where it died out, my interest died out, but then it got rekindled, and then it finally happened. Surprisingly enough, was Dethklok Metalocalypse, because like it took forever, because season 4 happened, and then Doomstar Requiem happened, and I had forgotten entirely that it existed, to the point where I actually got rid of like some of like my season 1 DVD and my first album kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then like one day I just was like, you know what? I want to get back to this. I want to get back into Metalocalypse. And that was back when Max had all of Metalocalypse and the Doomstar Requiem.
Yeah,
which I'm still pissed off that it's not on there.
I did have the one movie. Yeah, the one movie they have on there now.
Yeah, but just I rewatched all of it. I'm like, damn, I remember. I actually do remember why I like this. And then all of a sudden, like a month or 2 later, they announced fucking Army of the Doomstar, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking happening, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
To the point where I fucking bought that movie. I have the Blu-ray of it, and also I'm just like, Like after that, they dropped and released, like way earlier than the movie. It was just like, here's the Death album, album 4. And I told myself I'm going to watch the movie first and then listen to the album. And I did, and I was not disappointed, and I'm glad I have a vinyl and a hard CD of the fourth album, the fourth Death album.
No.
It is, it like, my wait was blessed, and I was so glad. And don't worry, folks, we will get to the movie.
Yeah,
we
someday.
will get to the movie.
We still have 2 whole seasons
eventually.
Left. But I'm actually an early adopter for most things except for music. Because like video games, I will buy them day one, even if they still will need patches and updates. Systems, I'll fucking buy day one. Shows, I'll watch like day of release. Movies, as you know, I'm an avid movie fucking goer. I won't wait a week to see a movie. I'll go see it in an annoyingly crowded theater just because it's popular and I want to see it immediately. So, like, literally all media, I am like a diehard in my phone, dates waiting for release times, and then except for music. But but also gonna say the other aspect of this recording, you I guess have never really had to deal with like losing files or like having massive fucking recording shit lost or anything like that.
Sorry, say that again.
Losing recordings or losing like audio, like files or something like that ever, like actually.
Oh shit, dude! I've lost files before countless times, man.
Yeah. Recording wise, I think I have most of the well, not really most, probably my like computer tower I have not turned on in the past 5 years, which is sitting right behind me right now. Also, not like has not been plugged in probably 3 or 4 years. Has like all of the first half of both of these podcasts, all of my fucking book files for the Minotaur King, like all of that shit's on that computer. I'm certain most of the earliest stuff we recorded is definitely fucking probably lost at this point. But like, yeah, and fortunately we've never, I'm gonna fucking jinx this literal file we're doing right now, but I've never lost any of the newer stuff because of how much I back up everything, just like Nubbler said he wish he had. So these days I'm not likely to lose anything.
Knock on wood, damn you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not. There's like no. There's this wood. Yeah, it's like we've not lost any files recently, and I usually have everything organized much better than I did back then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the idea of losing a file
would
fucking
happens.
suck shit. Yeah, that would absolutely fucking suck.
Yeah, but honestly, like. We've gone through a lot so far today, even, right?
What do you mean?
Like for this episode?
You mean topic wise?
Like for this episode, we've talked a lot. We have almost went like an hour with this entire thing.
This is about as long as like, every episode of this batch has been so far, practically.
Yeah, but we have one more dual episode, like the actual season finale. Just like, oh my gosh. Honestly, we got here quicker than I thought. But at the same time, there's probably going to be a bit to say about this next one. So let's not pussyfoot around, and let's actually get to the season 2 finale, episodes 19 and 20 of Metalocalypse.
Dethrelease. Black fire upon us.
Now hold on. Chill out with that one, alright? Chill out with that one.
Yeah.
Well, we start off with
the
lot of news.
The news talking about the new album and trucks being attacked in the streets. Tried to maintain
and how General Crozier is now like the most important person in the U.S. military.
Yeah.
And as all of this is going on, we see in a weird secret room, we see Mr. Salacia and Vatar Orlag. And they're like, Vatar's like, hey, good. Good, my master.
Oh, wait, that's way later. That's in a bit. They talk about the 40,000 fans will go to a secret concert for the release of the new album. And then we get a scene with Toki and Squizgar watching a video of a guy trying to suck his own dick.
Oh, yes. No, you're right. And, as that's happening, like Nathan's like, wait, guys, are you watching a video about the guy doing you know what to his own you know what.
And
He's like, yeah, we are.
Toki is like extremely drunk at this point too, drinking
Oh,
straight vodka.
right, yeah, because like Squisgar points out, it's like, Toki, is that straight vodka? It's like noon right now, and like even Nathan's just like, oh my god, yeah, like seriously, like what would be the point of being in a band if we could just do that to ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, like all of this is just for like, yeah, I'd probably never pick up some guitars again.
Yeah, and then Pickles walks in, and like even Pickles walks in, he's like, dude, yeah, I wouldn't even be here. I'd still be living with my parents if I could do that to myself, you know? Toki, is that straight vodka? Like, seriously, dude. It's like noon.
Yeah.
And then Murderface runs in like, fire drill. Come on, we gotta go. It's a fire drill. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta do this. Let's go. And why are you all staring at me? Y'all died. You all died. And then there's like, what are you talking about? And Murderface is like, dude, literally, you guys voted for me. It was a landslide victory. You voted for me to be the band fire chief.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, you were the only one that ran. We didn't fucking care. It's like, you guys suck. You guys would have been dead in the fire right now. And are you guys talking about sucking your you know what, by yourself?
Yeah, and then it's when we hit the intro.
Yep.
And then, yeah, do we cut to this? Is the Crozier is now chief of all military operations. Salacia, yeah, being happy, and Orlog is concerned about what's going to happen for the future.
Yeah, because like Orlog's like, good. He's exactly where we need him to be now. But what are we going to do about him, my master? And Salacia's like, don't worry. Soon I will enlighten him.
Yeah, the time will come. Charles talks to them about the concert and the release party of the new album. Nathan's
Wait, hold on. Actually, before that, we go to like a NATO meeting, like the world leaders and everything. And we get to hear
I think the NATO meeting
about
might be a little bit. I think they talk about, Charles talks to them about the concert and like them they'd be goofy for a little bit before the NATO thing, I think.
Well,
I'll just on a weird like reordering of this episode somewhere or some shit. It'd be very fucking funny.
Well, either way, we'll start with your thing first.
Bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, let's see. Nathan's like, oh wait, not talking about the concert or anything. Listen to this. Hey guys, what's going on? He's like, oh wow,
whoa,
jeez, dude,
what are you doing? Yeah, it's called mimicry. Oh, hey guys, and Pickles is like, hey guys, hey, look what I can do. I can imitate a trumpet. No, you fucking can't.
Whoa, holy shit.
Oh my god. And Toki is like fucking plastered right now.
Yeah, he's absolutely wasted. And Charles says, hey, okay, so I'm going to go on and talk about security now. And the Murderface is like, yeah, that's right. As fire chief, I need to make sure that I need to tell everyone that I am going to step down as fire chief. And then like Nathan's just like, hey, you know what we actually do need? We do need like a Buddhist yogi or something. And they're like, yeah, okay. And like, why?
Wait, why? Because you guys believe in spirituality and just you guys need to. No, we just need to guidance. Reach things. We need. That's what it was. We need spiritual things so that we can reach things
easier.
So reach things easier, huh?
Yeah, and this is when the computer system
end
says...
of conversation.
Yeah, end of conversation. This is when, the computer system says, like, this is the UN meeting about the band being the 7th largest economy.
Yep, we got it. They went from 12th to 7th.
Yep, and the dangers of the potential concert, as well as the Revengecers who are still on the loose. They now...
And, of course,
they talk about...
The senator and Crozier are just like, hold on, guys, calm down, look. And General Crozier's like, yes, we're aware they exist, and I will not rest until they're stopped, even if it kills me.
Yeah, they also mentioned that they now have mind control technology and thousands of soldiers, as well as some sort of sound weapon.
Yep.
And they say that... Oh, this is we cut after Crozier and the senator say, "Hey, don't worry, we have this handled." We cut to the living Jomfru brother, and he's addressing their soldiers, And he's saying, like, I was once a member of a group called Die for Dethclock. Well, it's time for Dethclock to die for us. Yeah. This is when we see the band sitting in a circle. Or, like, we see, was it Toki and, was it, not Toki, yeah, it's Pickles, Squizgar, and Nathan in a circle on the stage.
It's everyone but Toki.
Yeah.
On a stage.
And
it's just like, all right, guys. I like how Murderface is like, dude, we're really gonna do this in front of everyone, and
like, yeah, they're doing this in the same room,
like,
getting real homoerotics, guys.
Yeah, it's just like, no, dude, whatever. We need to work on this. All right, Murderface, you get to start. Wait, what? And all of a sudden, he's like pantsless, and fucking Pickles is trying to help him.
Yeah,
like, and even like, guys. We need to stop this. This is getting really gay right now. And Toki's just like, hey, guys, I wants to be a part of this. Slips and falls comedically down a bunch of stairs. And then, like, next we get is Toki under a shower.
throw him in the shower.
The guys are like, okay, so, I mean, guys, I don't mean to, like, sound like anything, but, like, Toki's been really getting drunk right now. And, it's like, guys, what did we agree to when we first made this band? Yeah, you're right. We were not supposed to show any, like,
we took an oath to never care or intervene in the other members' lives. Like, yeah, okay.
Like, in personal lives, it's like, yeah. But, so, I mean, you know, just so long as it doesn't help him, right? So, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with him? Yeah, like, well, and then, like, also, guys, this whole, you know, us trying to, you know what, to our own, you know what's, you know, let's just put that chapter behind us and, like, never try to do that ever again.
Yeah, like, this just became gay beyond all reason, so let's try to put this behind us for now.
Yeah, okay. Fucking Toki stands up, slips, falls, cracks his head again. Oops, there he goes.
Yeah, he's fine.
Meanwhile, with the Revengecers, we see the one brother.
Yeah, the one John True brother is talking with Livonia Sakiboso now.
Yep, he's like, so you agree to our terms? Yes, our alliance will be strong. Wait, you may do whatever you please with him, and like I just wish to do what I want with him. And after you are finished with whatever that is, you may do as you please. And then it's just like, and then we cut to, like, Offenson in, like, a room with a whole bunch of clocketeers, like, testing the defenses of Mordhaus, including, like, a new energy shield that they have.
Yeah,
it's like, all right.
Yeah, still no sign of the Revengecers, but we have all heavy clocketeers are ready and alert. And this
they're all on alert. They're all, like, going through, like, you know, just, like, you know, you have your flight trajectory, you have all this. We have our best men on it. Have you found the assassin? No, unfortunately, we haven't. And even Charles is like, where are you son of a bitch? And where the hell are you?
That's the halfway point of the episode, or the first episode.
And now, we get to go, because this whole thing with the album release. The album release, the album's going to get released. There's going to be, 40,000 lucky people are going to get to watch a concert in an undisclosed area. And then there's going to be, like, a block party for, like, the album release.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when we see, in the middle of fucking nowhere, we see, like, a whole bunch of people standing and waiting to do this concert. And people have been trying to find out where it is, except for the lucky few, and to no luck. And then we get, like, a few people, like, getting entrapped in, like, bubbles. And we see, like, an entire, like, stage just fly up. And all of the lucky few get to ascend into the skies and get to see, like, Dethclock do, like, a really fucking amazing concert. And that's when we get one song.
I'll say you with the scene at the beginning of this part of the episode you skipped over with the concert's about to go on, but Charles is trying to find the band members and he can't find any of them.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
because they're all in their
room.
They're all except for Toki trying to suck their own dicks.
Yep, they're all in their own rooms. He's just like, where is where he finds Pickles. He's like, okay, get him some water and get him a chiropractor.
Get him a water and a chiropractor. Get him one too.
Yep, they find all the members.
Toki's like fucking hung the fuck over. Like, oh, so nice. All right, give this man some shots of B12 and some black coffee. guys, let's do this well.
Yep.
Let's get this going.
Yeah, but yeah,
And then everything
the whole,
I just
the whole concert, all the big bubbles shooting everyone up into space, and then the band just comes out of a
Yep.
giant, like I think I couldn't count the side, but I think maybe like a 8 or 10 sided dice looking stage.
But that's when they perform from the second Death album, Blackfire Upon Us.
Yep.
Such a good song, such an overlooked song sometimes. And then of course they perform, and then they get to the party, you know, and it's just like, ugh, these parties are so fucking stupid, man. And
yeah, they talk about how much
so
they
as
hate
they're
all the
all,
industry parties, as we see like a bunch of different people, you know, going around. They are told like, hey, you guys pace yourselves with drinks. We have a lot of people to talk to, and a lot of people to meet at this thing, so be careful. And they're all kind of like hunched over and in back pain. And we see Murderface is like so how it happened? Like, oh, I just sucked my own eye. I mean, I was saving people,
saving babies.
Yeah, saving babies.
I was saving a bunch of babies, and then we see Charles introduces Squizgar to like one of the people's kids. He's like, he wants to learn stuff about guitars. Okay, cool, bye. And this kid's like, no, I want to be the fastest, and he's like, okay, that's great and all, and fucking, I forget. There's like just a whole bunch of shit's going on.
He's asking the guy a bunch of random questions, but we cut to a scene of the Revengecers beginning to swim towards Mordhouse. And while they're swimming, Nubler, kind of a little bit drunk, says, hey, you guys, woo, yeah, you guys are doing great. We have the whole recording done. Everything's settled for the record. You guys did an amazing job. And he's like, oh, look, there's the master recording. It's encased in water and being taken down to the secret vault. And they're like, hey, should you be really telling everybody that? Like, it's fine, we're at a concert.
I don't fucking care. I'm drunk. Woo!
And then Pickles
like,
who's is it? Squizgar? And Pickles is like, hey, yeah, we have the secret recording over. He's like, hey, keep that down.
Squizgar. Squizgar's like, yeah, we've got all our valuables in the secret vaults. What's you all good at? And even like Nubler's like, dude, Squizgar, chill out.
Yeah, and that's when the power goes out. And they begin to use the sound weapon on the shields that automatically begin to protect Mordhouse.
And of course, Avinsen is already on top of this, like, come on, protect them, do this. What's the status of everything? And they use the sound.
The Revengers also have like a shit ton of missiles at the beginning, but then also the Declocketeers get on death spiders, some flying ships that they begin to shoot down the missiles with. It's just all
and as all of this is going on, get the band to safety, and Nubler's like, guys.
Murderface first has a flashback to his time as the fire chief.
Well, hold on, I was getting there because we have Nubler telling Squizgar and Pickles to save the master the master record, and as all of this is happening, there is fire everywhere, and like some Revengecers are murdering some guests, and as you were about to say, Matt.
Yeah, Murderface has a flashback to his time as the fire chief, and he's like, okay, everybody, you, get away from those windows, as you see a giant window explode and kill people. He's like, you guys get that, watch out for the backdraft. And then like, the woman he was talking to earlier about sucking his own dick, he's like, hey, mama, follow me if you want to live. The Revengecers are just killing tons of party guests all over the place, and Nathan picks up a drunk, stumped over Toki, puts him over his shoulder, and starts like running out of the building. He gets to the roof of Mordhouse, where he encounters Lavona Succuboso. We see Pickles and Squizgar begin to try to beat up some of the guys around who are trying to go for the master recording.
They get down to the master record, and some more Revengers get out. And surprisingly enough, they're holding their own. Like, Squizgar's using his guitar, and the neck isn't bent at all or anything. And
it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, right. And they're like, twing! And then we also get like Charles being more competent than the other soldiers, but the other like Clocketeers are being really good, but like getting down, dying one by one. He literally, you see Charles jump off of one of the spiders, lands on another one, and starts flying away, but it crashes into the sound weapon thing and destroying it. And
we see more Murderface continue to help people. Lavona, as she confronts Nathan on the roof, grabs and kisses him. He's like, who the hell are you? It was the guy, remember you tried to kill me. And then, like, he's, like, begins to, like, she starts trying to fight him, but he is eventually rescued from Lavona by Toki, who, like, smashes her over the head with something. He's like, take that,
Takes
you
that,
crazy
you
bitch.
Germans whore.
Takes that.
Um,
The Metal Mask
yeah, but then
Assassin is now racing against Charles on his new bike. Toki and Nathan kind of like, hey, I know we're not supposed to, talk about helping each other or whatever, but, I'm really worried about you, man. He's like, hey, our friendship's as important to us.
he's like, don't do this to me right now, and don't throw up right now, as he immediately does. And then of course, like as the
The
chase
funny line
goes
that always sticks
on,
out, the one line where he's like carrying Cookie down the ladder. He says like, "Oh, the hot ones is crazy." He's like, "Yeah, and the ugly ones too." As they're just being goofy.
and the ugly ones too. Then we see like Charles and the masked assassin, doing that chase again, where the nameless teenager who's wearing
The other Jomfru.
the Yomfru like skin mask
Yeah.
shoots Oppenson down, and after he does that, Crozier knocks the kid out with it, like with the butt of the shotgun, and as he's getting ready to do something, he turns around and you see Vatar Orlog just standing there smiling, and Salacia looks at Crozier and he's like, I'm going to show you something because you need to know. And just puts his hand over Crozier's forehead, and Crozier gets flashes of different weird scenes, including the planets, including like Salacia in some weird armor and everything like that. And as all of this is being shown, you just hear in the background Salacia is just, you are mine now.
Oh yeah.
Crozier falls over, and Orlog and Salacia are gone.
We see Pickles and Skwisgar finally get to the master recording, but they are cornered by the living Jomfru brother. Pickles says like, "Hey, Skwisgar, before we die, I gotta tell you, I did. I sucked my own dick." He starts crying. He's like, "I can die now. I'm happy." The Jomfru is like aiming the gun at them, ready to kill them, but then he is flashing back to his time with his brother, the band Die for Death Clock. And he's just like, I can't do it, and he puts the weapon down, just as the Clocketeers show up and beat the shit out of him.
And then one of my favorite parts, well, it isn't, but we see the masked assassin is beating the shit out of Offenson and is like, I don't want you to die. I want you to live as I torture I want you to feel all the pain. I want you to be tortured, and then I want you to. And as he's like talking, fucking someone bashes his head in the back, and you see it's Nathan, and Nathan looks and is just like, "That's my bread and butter. You're fucking with."
Oh yeah.
And which is I love that one. But then after all of that, the band looks over, and sees like Mordhouse is burnt to the ground. Often said is pretty much probably dead, because he's like he's not moving and he's dead. He's fucking gone, man. And that's the end of season 2.
Yep,
That's where we leave off.
Yep, big giant climactic crazy battle at the end of the season.
Now, fun facts. The reason why I told you to chill out with the fucking black fire upon us is that, surprisingly enough, was originally going to be the name of this episode, but then they changed it to Dethrelease.
Yeah, I was saying, in some places, where I watched the episode, it was labeled as both.
Right, yeah. But, because I think technically, it's like, it was a 2-part special, and I think it's supposed to be Dethrelease and then Blackfire Upon Us.
Yeah, the second half of the episode would probably be called Blackfire Upon Us, yeah.
But, another fun fact that I forgot to mention all the way back in season 1. So each of these seasons are not just Metalocalypse season 1, 2, 3, whatever. They actually have names for each of the seasons. And you guys, you listeners, if you've been listening to Metalocalypse this entire time, you might actually see a trend going on. Because season 1, the entire season of season 1, was called Season 1, The Metalocalypse Has Begun, which was the title of the last episode. Mm-hmm. And season 2 is literally called Metalocalypse Season 2, Blackfire Upon Us.
Hell yeah! So it's like the final episodes of the season, or the supposed final episodes.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
Especially with the season 3 title, which I'm not going to explain.
Oh, okay.
Until the very end of season 3,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I feel like it might give away some stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But but just like the fact that remains, it's like, wow, this is like apparently Brendan was just like thinking ahead of some of this shit. And as you guys may know, you listeners who have been listening to this, once again, Angela Gossow from Arc Enemy,
Mm-hmm.
it played Lavona Succuboso, and a reoccurring guest star, George Corpse Grinder Fisher from Cannibal Corpse, was the Metal Masked Assassin again.
Yeah, I was gonna say more music that I checked out between episodes. I wanted to save that till now. Um, I listened to, I think Corpse Grinder, he had a new album come out maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I believe, just
I
called
think
Corpse
you're right.
Grinder. The song Bottom Dweller I listened to, and it was actually pretty fucking fantastic. And then his old band Cannibal Corpse, I listened to the song Evisceration Plague, and that was actually a pretty fucking good one too.
Yeah, like Cannibal Corpse ain't that bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
And
famous for reason. Him and
George,
his giant neck and long hair.
yeah, George Fisher is really fucking good too.
Hell
Like
yeah.
a very distinguished voice. But one I may have said this before, but I really like Arch Enemy,
Mm-hmm.
and my favorite song from them, I think, don't kill me so quickly, because I am starting to like try to get into all of their albums, but I think it was their album Deceiver Deceiver. There's a song called Handshake with Hell, and holy fuck, that one is so good. Then again, a lot of Arch Enemy, or Arch Enemy, however you want to say it,
Yeah.
is like a lot of their songs are really good and kind of topical for the time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so this is the end of the episode. We do our normal thing. I'm assuming, do you have anything else specific you wanted to talk about? Because I do have some kind of like broad end of season things that we did last time that I also want to
Well,
do
yeah,
again.
I was gonna say, so well, you might have that, but I do too. Like,
Go.
so Matt,
Yeah.
we're gonna start off with what we usually do with this. So favorite episode. Actually, you know what was the worst episode to you? What episode was like the weakest to you, and why?
Episode? Oof. I probably have to pull
No,
up this.
it's season 2 specifically.
Of course, obviously. Yeah. I probably would need to pull up the episode list since I don't have it off the top of my goddamn head. I'll let you go first since this is your question while I pull up the list real quick.
Well, here, Matt.
Yeah.
How about this? I have an idea. Look in your Discord for a second. There. So the one I did not like, and honestly, I mean, sure, it may have. I've explained this a few times, but I really fucking hated Death Wedding, aka the one where Pickles' brother gets married and all that. I fucking just hate that kind of drama and shit like that. And also, sure, it had some fun moments, but like, I thought that one was like the weakest link in all of season 2. Just it didn't hit me as hard as it should have with like some of the other ones, you know?
Was Death Lessons the one where they went to the Gojira driving school?
No, Death Lessons was the one where the pranks, and where Toki wanted to see the old guy who died.
Oh yeah, his guitar teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Looking at the episodes, we've been covering this fucking thing for so goddamn long. Those episodes are so like a year ago almost, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Which was the one with is it Death Race?
That's the NASCAR like event
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's the Gojira one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's probably my least favorite episode because it was so like nothing was really interesting, and the Toki and Squizgar plot was very like nothing. And also it was a murder face episode where he didn't have like a really major good like song or anything like that. It was just kind of like a mid episode that was really forgettable to me. Yeah.
No, I get that. And honestly, that would be like my second choice, to be honest. But like, yeah. Now, Matt,
Yeah.
which one or ones, depending on if you choose one of the double episodes, was your favorite?
Probably Death Gov, just because anything Florida related is always very fucking funny.
Oh goddamn! Of course.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
hell, it also has probably one of my favorite. Well, one of mine, not like my all-time, but one of my favorite Death Album 2 songs, "Impeach God."
Yeah, and also the "I'm a lunatic of God's creation" as that guy fucking drives through the thing, drives through the school, and then drives into the mayor
I mean,
office.
or of course you have to have like, we are here at the thing. Like, we're at the headquarters for the hurricane. Excellent, outstanding, good. I order you to destroy the hurricane. We can't destroy the hurricanes. Does that entire fucking
Yeah,
scene was
what do you want to
great.
name it? Scrambles. Scrambles the
Scrambles
death
the
dealer.
death dealer. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
He
very,
literally
very cool.
left Florida, honestly, as par as it could be.
Yeah, pretty much. Very fucking funny. Best fucking
I
governor
will
we
say,
ever had.
I will say, this is probably a throwaway. Like, some people might think that this is like a cop out answer or something, but honestly, my favorite is Dethrelease and Blackfire Upon Us, because that is how you cliffhanger. That it like we got a lot of things going on, and just like the my favorite song in my favorite song from the second Death album actually comes from episode 1, Deathecution. Fucking laser cannon death sentence. But
I was gonna say I have
as
my
I was,
top 3 songs for this.
oh
The
yeah,
album.
we'll get there when we get
yeah.
there. But like, after I watched these episodes, I did re-listen to the second Death album, and honestly, when you watch the episode for like the season finale, and you listen to Blackfire Upon Us, I'm like, oh, this is actually really fucking good. And I mean, come on, ignoring the dick sucking thing. If you ignore that, which it's it's a Metalocalypse episode. You got to have some kind of raunchy, gross shit like that. And that was fucking funny that they actually wanted to try it. And then they said it wasn't metal, and then Pickles was like, "I did it. I fucking did it."
Yeah.
Just god damn it.
Very silly.
And I mean, like, just the setup that they have for season 3. There's a lot that's gonna be happening in season 3, kiddos.
Oh yeah.
But now now are you going with the second Death album, or of all time?
No. I wanted exclusively the second Death album. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your 3, 2, 1? We'll go 3, 2, 1.
Of course. Number 3 will be Volcano, aka Coffee. I fucking love that song.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
well, A, I'm a fucking huge coffee addict, but B, do you folks like coffee? And then like they're making it's fucking good. Next one's gonna be Death Support. I fucking love that song. A fun episode, fun little sequence while they're playing in the hospital, and like all the people are trying to defend them, even though they're cockatoos are just killing innocent people.
Right.
Death Support is a fucking great song, but of course my number one song, I like it was one of the earliest ones in the season, but also my favorite song immediately. Number 1, The Gears.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, The Gears is fucking rules. I love that song to death.
Seriously, yeah.
Honorable mention, I wanted to say Cyborg Slayer and Deathmiss are from season 3, I'm guessing.
So you said Cyborg Slayers and which one?
Deathmiss.
Well, Deathmiss wasn't actually on the was not actually on any Death album whatsoever.
Okay.
However, Cyborg Slayers is on the second Death album, and if I remember correctly, no, I think Cyborg Slayers is I don't think it actually plays in season 3. I'll have to double check that, because I know in season 3 Sky Hunters is one of the ones that's on one of the bigger episodes. But like yeah, I'd have to dig a little deeper on that one.
It's definitely on the second album. Yeah, I'm curious which episode it's actually from.
It's in the like I said, I'll look into it.
Which is on the episode Deathmiss. Okay, that's why Cyborg Slayer's Deathmiss on there.
Right, yeah, but like I said, when it comes to Cyborg Slayers, I'll look that up. I'll look into that.
Okay, yeah,
for you
I was listening
later.
through the whole album and I thought that was a really good song. But I was like, I definitely don't remember an episode called Deathmiss because none of the episodes are Christmas themed. So I don't know where that's coming from.
No, well, actually, I was gonna say, yeah, Deathmas was, I think, one of the episodes in season 2, but it just wasn't a song that was released.
Was it? What was Deathmas?
I forget which one. I don't think it was called Deathmas. But it was one of the episodes. It was the Christmas episode we talked about. I just can't remember which one it was, or what. I don't think it was in season 1. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called exactly. I just know that we did cover a Christmas episode one time.
Deathmas is the first episode of the third season, Ben.
Is it?
Yeah, season 4. Season 3, episode 4.
I swear we covered it.
No,
whatever.
No.
Anyway.
That's to come in the future.
No, whatever, anyway.
Yeah, but listening to Cyborg Slayer on the album was like another was a great one. So yeah, general thing I wanted to say, well, is any other like what's your top 3?
Yeah, I was gonna say now. I was gonna say. Hold on now.
Say.
So for my songs, and I'll also do an honorable mention, like you did. But so I had to reshuffle everything. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But my third favorite from the second Death album is actually Blackfire Upon Us, because again, just matching it up with the episode, like the season finale thing, it's like, shit, this makes a lot of sense. Holy shit, I'm actually like it's actually a pretty, it's slower than their other songs, but I like it. I personally like it. My second favorite is actually the Gears. There is so much going on in that song.
Gears is great.
It is such a fantastic song, and and me, a guy who has actually watched all of Metalocalypse and everything like that. There is so much going on that I really want to talk about, but I can't yet. And the Gears is one of those really fucking important songs, just like Mermaider and just like Go Into the Water from Death Album 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much importance to that one. But as I've already stated, my number 1 favorite is Laser Cannon Death Sentence. It starts off strong. It doesn't calm the fuck down. The drums make the happy chemical juice go into my brain box. just like, oh, it goes so hard, and I fucking love everything about it. And then again, I'm also a percussionist. So, like, I think the percussion in Laser Cannon Death Sentence is really fucking good, too. But my that thing. But let me translate that. Yeah. My runner-up, my honorable mention, is Mermaider 2, The Water God.
Is that in the season?
No, it's not in any season whatsoever. Okay, it's just on the album, on the Death album. It's the sequel to Mermaider, and it's I don't know, the story it tells is like really fucking cool too.
Yeah, I was gonna say another like minor mention thing. I would say one of the best like things that stuck out to me, the song Symmetry, the drums in Symmetry really stood out to me for some reason. I really like the drums in that. Yeah,
I'm glad you noticed that. I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah, they're fantastic. General observation I wanted to make about the second Death album. I feel like there were a lot less like funny or fun songs than in the first album, because the first one had like Mermaider, but also had like Awaken, Blood Recuted, Briefcase Full of Guts. Like they had a lot more funnier songs on the first album than the second one, which are pretty much a lot of more straightforward.
I mean,
metal.
Dude, let's be honest. I mean, have you ever listened to the lyrics of Face Fisted from this first Death album?
Yeah, they're all pretty ridiculous.
It's literally Nathan is like singing like he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Just like me not hurt when stairs fell down. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I kind of missed that tone a little bit on the second album compared to the first album.
Yeah, right. And I mean, come on. You got, like, from the first Death album, you got a song called Birthday Death Day.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. But yeah, no, I did notice, too, that there wasn't very many silly songs, like you said. Like, ones that are still cool, but, like, are alright, But then, just wait until we get this the third Death album.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. There was also the non-album songs. One of the ones that of course stood out to me, Titty Fish, was the one that like the Play the Piss song. Titty Fish is
right.
One of the funniest songs.
Murderface's song.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, just remember though.
Mhm.
In season 2, remember the song in Peach God?
Yeah.
That is, I think, the only song in season 2 that was actually on the third Death album, not the second one.
Huh. I've not heard. I try to avoid listening to the albums until I'm most way through the season, because then I can actually just like appreciate the actual music.
Well, yeah, no, I know, I mentioned that in the episode, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
now here's a funny thing: we're in season 2, but one song was in is in the third Death album, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just
Also, shout out to Taking It Easy and shout out to Everything's Hard for Tokis.
yeah.
More non-album songs.
I think the winner goes to fucking Titty Fish.
Yeah, A Million Miles from Nowhere, The Dragon Lance Burns Hot. It's a fucking great ass song.
Changes a fish with
fishes.
tits. So, some tits. A fish with tits. Titty fish.
Oh yeah. But yeah, very fucking fun season. Wrapping up another one. Fucking
Yep.
Love the show. Can't wait to start the third season.
Well, I'll have to see how we're gonna break it up in season 3 because there's only 10 episodes. But if I recall, I think we're going back to 20-minute episodes.
I can never remember. They changed their size and like so much. I have no fucking clue, but we'll see.
It's true. But yeah. Anyway, so you know me. My shameless plugs are. And now, Matt, it's time for your shameless plugs.
Of course. Matthew List Podcasts, Blue Sky, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch. Listen to old episodes of this podcast. Now that I've been starting to make, I've mentioned it in our Discord group, actual playlists of the specific series, so you can just listen to ones if you're only interested in Korra or only listed in She-Ra or any of the, I gotta make a Metalocalypse and Spawn ones. If you just want to hear those episodes in a row, I've made it a lot more fucking easier because it also helps with SEO and shit like that. Movie Garbage, I think by the time this releases, our Jack and Jill episode should be out for a while, and the next one we're covering is going to be an extra weird episode because if you thought that our Monster Hunter episode was absurdly long, the one we did after Jack and Jill is actually longer. We did 2 parts.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, we did 2 parts. The first part was 3 hours and 40 minutes. We did not get to the movie. And then the second half was 4 hours, only half of which is the movie.
Damn.
It's fucking fantastic. Like, yeah, the Jack and Jill episode is also nothing to say. But then the episode after that is going to be a fucking one that I'm dreading. So you'll see when you get to that one eventually. But yeah, fucking listen to Movie Garbage. Shit ton of great episodes over there. Give us a follow. Watch the vids. We need more SEO hits. The RSS feed is Action Toon Bros for both the podcasts. If you want to find it up on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anything like that, it's back up on there now. The RSS feeds are up.
All right.
Listen to The Forgotten Minotaur King. Buy the book too. Buy The Forgotten Minotaur King. And my other projects are still nebulously in the air. They require editing, but, I'm lazy. Editing these shows is enough work for me.
I need to actually, work on a project. Because I've had so many projects that I wanted to do in the back burner, and then I never actually picked them up at all. They are sitting, collecting, inch and a half thick dust right now.
Yeah.
And
you always feel this. I think Forgotten Minotaur King took me, I want to say, about a year to write. But then I was listening to one of my audiobooks, and the guy was just like, yeah, this is the first book I made. I wrote it in about a month. And I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta fucking get back to writing. I have the time and I have the inspiration. I gotta get off my ass. But,
yeah, any more plugs, Matt?
No. I think that about wraps up everything.
Oh, okay, cool. So, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna... I want you to mull something over in your head box, all right? Because I'm going to do this a little differently, all right? Because I don't think I did this after the end of season 1, but I'll make up with that for right now, okay? So, just 2... right now, we're done with season 2, right? So I'm going to give you 2 hints, all right? I'm going to give you 2 hints because I already have decided what I'm going to do for our for this next series of mine. So here's the first one that I don't think I said anything. It's definitely not gonna be a fucking edgelord dark fucking thing. Like
Oh, yeah.
previous, like the previous 3 that I've done.
I think you've hinted at it. Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, they were fun to make fun of and stuff, but, like, I realized I'm like, God damn it. Am I just going to be the dark one and Matt gets to be the lighthearted one? Fuck no.
Yeah, we got off a kind of a dark thing with Young Justice was pretty serious, I guess. Kinda.
Well, Matt.
Yeah.
We went to Young Justice. We went to She-Ra. We then went back to Young Justice. And then you are doing Fillmore right now.
Hell yeah.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I gotta keep it
sure, there may be some dark tones, and I air quote heavily with like She-Ra and stuff. Yeah. But it's still a lighthearted one.
Hell yeah.
Here's my second hint to you for you to mull over, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can find this show on Netflix.
Oh boy. Well, I have no clue.
Yes, indeed.
But also, it's going to be a long ass time unless you're trying to take a break. It's going to be a while before we get to it.
That's fine, but like I said, I've already decided on what's going to happen. So unless you miraculously choose it when we get done with Fillmore, I think I'm pretty good.
We're going to be on Fillmore for at least another long ass time, but my next show is going to be another lighter hearted thing probably as well. But like always, I'm about to change my mind 20 times before we get there. So we'll leave it at the vague hints for now.
Yeah. Well, either way, to all of our listeners, thank you so much for, without your guys' support and everything like that, we would not have been able to get 79 episodes plus of Action Toon Bros. And how many episodes of Movie Garbage?
Movie Garbage, I believe we are at the Jack and Jill's going to be 20. So it's going to be, we have 21.
Episode 20. Yeah. We would not have 79 plus episodes of Action Toon Bros. We wouldn't have 20 plus episodes of Movie Garbage. And honestly, Matt, if you hadn't come up to me and be like what was it, 8-9 years ago or some shit like that?
At least 5 now, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forget, it's been a long time, but if you didn't come up to me and be like, hey, let's do a podcast, none of this probably would have happened. So also thank you, Matt, for having me on the show.
Hey, I appreciate you. I thank you for agreeing to be on the show for the past 5 years.
Yeah. And I know this is a different tone for the shows that we do, but honestly, I don't think we ever have actually thanked our listeners or each other or anything like that. So seriously guys, without your guys' support, none of this would have probably happened. Or it would have happened and we would have just recorded it for our small little friend group. So from here, all of us here at Action Toon Brothers and all of Matthew Lewis podcasts, we thank you so much. Have a good day. And as always, keep it sleazy.